starts finally. Let's leave this expensive ass city. I'm now heading towards the next railway station. I think it'll be faster that way. From there I'm gonna take a train until some point, and then I'm gonna catch a bus, and then it's like 15 to 20 minutes of walking until I get to my quarters. That was also my most miserable hostel experience. Everything was so loud on the inside and on the outside. I don't even know how I feel rested. I feel like I didn't sleep at all. But I feel fresh actually. I feel good. I think I woke up around 9 a.m. and now it's like 9:50 a.m. So I should have plenty of time to get to my courts and then some. Hopefully go to like Austria or something. Imagine it gives me Liechtenstein. That'd be crazy. Like the random course be like, oh, you thought Zurich was expensive? Here's fucking Liechtenstein for you, motherfucker. Yeah, I've heard a lot of Italian spoken here. With that being said, Basel and Zurich have probably been my favorite cities so far. Everything just looks so nice and it has a lot of different kinds of styles, I guess. Like this area looks quite different from where I was yesterday. And everyone just seems to fucking prosper here, you know? Everyone's dressed nicely, everyone's doing nice things, having a good time. I haven't seen a single homeless person, which is surprisingly common in bigger European cities. I mean, this is like from an outside perspective. I don't see inside people's lives and stuff, but my first impression is that people out here are fucking living, you know? That makes me think, like, how come Switzerland is not one of the like very top ranked countries in the World Happiness Rankings? Because usually it's always the Nordic countries. My country in particular has won it like 6 times in a row, even though our purchase power is probably the weakest in all of Scandinavia and Nordic countries. Like, is the purchase power of countries like Finland and Switzerland actually comparable? Like, are the prices here in Switzerland very high even for Swiss people? So are the high wages just a compensation for that? And they get no edge over a country like Finland? And we have like much lower wages than Norway. Granted, it's also cheaper, but I think our purchase power is weaker as well. So I wonder, what does my country do so well that it can still keep winning these rankings? In which other areas do we compensate or not as good of an economy, not as good of a purchase power as these other countries, especially Switzerland? Because especially for Nordic countries, the government structure in all of these countries is pretty similar, the way these countries work. Like, does it have something to do with the fact that Switzerland was like the last country in Europe to allow women to vote? It was just like in the 60s, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But yeah, a very interesting country. Like, more and more you look into it, you can find more and more interesting things about it. Because like on the outside looks like any other neighboring country, the neighboring regions of the neighboring countries, except that it looks a little richer, I guess, for most part. But other than that, it doesn't look that different. But I guess like when you move here, you get to live here, you start to see these small little differences caused by the neutrality and other things and just being closed off. Yeah, our bus passed by here yesterday. This is the other railway station. You can almost see the river as well from here. Yeah, I need to figure out how the public transport works here, but from what I've heard, it's very good. So yeah, we're in the 110th fare zone, but we'll also be passing through 112th, and then our coordinates are going to be at 121st, as far as I remember. Okay, seems pretty straightforward. Okay, there we go, I got the ticket. The nice thing was that, as far as I understood, this will account both the train and bus rides. So I only have to buy one ticket. Of course it's expensive, it's almost 10 euros. I'm still at shock at how expensive everything is. Okay, we are in Nöschikön area of Niederglass. So we got about 20 more minutes of walking, and then I'll get to my courts at last. Looks like that plane will be landing here in Zurich. We're not that far away from the airport actually. This right here is a wastewater plant, and I actually studied these things a little bit. What's going on over here in particular is an aeration process where air is getting mixed into the wastewater in order to promote growth of microbes that then eat on organic material and kind of like form flocks. Out here eating Shalto snack in the fucking Switzerland. We're almost at the courts. I mean, the courts are like somewhere around there in the swampland. There's also a nature preservation area, so we're just gonna flick to the road. But yeah, we're almost there now. All right, here we are. And this is what I'm... Alright, let's load the boards. It sounds like there's a shooting range behind me. I actually looked at a statistic earlier of European countries and their gun ownership per capita, and Switzerland was at the top. My country was also like one of the top countries because of the hunters. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do 15.97. Even though I do, again, it's a random number. I want to leave Switzerland. It's too expensive. But let's see. We'll still be in Switzerland, but this is gonna be a new canton, new region. All right. Okay, so this is the route. So this is Germany, and this right here is another canton, but it's an exclave. Most of the canton is here. Schaffhausen is this very northernmost bit of Switzerland, but they have this tiny bit of land here. So that will be our 46th region. That's good. So we go. Now that I think about it, it's actually good that I withdraw some money so I can get on the bus. But it's just 20 francs, it's not gonna last me long, knowing this country. Belocked train station, that's exactly where I need to be going. And if there are some things I've been unlucky at, public transport has not been one of them. I just checked, this bus leaves every 4 hours, but I only have to wait 30 minutes. So I got lucky. Again, probably because it's Sunday, I don't know to what degree the Swiss people follow the Sunday laws, but yeah. Well, that was at least according to Google Maps, but according to this table, they leave every 1 hour, but 30 minutes is still pretty good. Look how cute that is. Whoa. We're now in Schaffhausen. German border is 500 meters that way. My feet have touched the 46th region now. Everything in Switzerland is expensive except water. That is something they do so well. I'm in some village, and even here they have water fountains everywhere. A lot of cyclists in the area. So they're building a new road as well. Look how pretty these flowers are. Again, me and my reflective thoughts when I'm in an open and calm area. I mean, this is something I have thought for a while now, but do you know why I have this particular goal of visiting every first level subdivision in the world? You know why? Because I'm in a privileged position. I'm young, I have a lot of energy, I have a lot of interest, a lot of hunger. I'm a male, which makes shit a lot easier, especially when you're traveling in certain countries. 3, I'm from Finland, one of the strongest passports in the world, and diplomatically very strong country that doesn't really have any enemies. So that's why. If there is one person to do this feat, it should be me. It could be me. It will be me. Also, another thing is that it most likely it is impossible, unless you're like specifically
doing that, which I'm not. I hope I get there in the way, but my main priority is to travel using random coordinates. So if it happens, it's great, but it's not necessarily purposefully impossible challenge or a goal, but if I ever get there, even though if you don't have other goals in my life, if I ever get there, I will be like, now what, you know? I don't want to feel the emptiness. I'm genuinely hungry. I genuinely want to do that. So I have a lot of willpower to go through different kinds of trials and tribulations and all kinds of setbacks and struggles that anyone may encounter while traveling, especially solo. One thing I would say though is that the weather has been fantastic during the entire trip, which is kind of shocking. You know, that's not something you would expect, especially when you just go like on a whim like this. Because in Brazil it was raining like almost every day. It's just sunny every day here in Europe, or the place where I am is specific. I hope this is a public road because it's actually not connecting to any other road, and these farms or whatever these buildings are the only buildings on the street. So it just sort of ends here. Oh, look at that, there's some kind of a gate. Okay, well, we'll stop there then. What? Is that an alpaca? It's so cute. Hey. Why is it alone? Okay, yeah, we're here now. I'm gonna leave now before I get kicked out. Okay, let's load the next course now. So it's kind of annoying that it's almost at the same spot as my first coordinate for today, which was right around here somewhere, pretty close. But since this is a different route, we'll do it. So first I have to walk to this Eglisau town, and then I have to take a train here by the border with Germany, and then take a bus here. So I have to walk about 50 minutes to the train station, and pretty soon we'll be leaving this Schaffhausen canton and returning back to Zurich. It's interesting that the Zurich canton is actually like quite large, but Basel, or how was it, Basel canton is very small in comparison. So I had to go by this road instead, but whatever, man. So here we go. Here's the border between the cantons. This side is Schaffhausen and this side is Zurich. And it's actually quite a big deal because Switzerland is a federation. Each canton actually has quite a lot of autonomy. Oh, bees. Okay, here we go. I've made it to Eglisau, which is the town where the railway station is. I've got about 20 more minutes of walking. I need to cross the same bridge. Whoa. Oh, that's where the train passed. Finally made it to the railway station. So the train will leave in about 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna have to wait for almost an hour for a bus. I mean, one because it's Sunday, and second because it's we're pretty far away from Zurich center now, and it's probably not a very popular connection. So again, just like in Germany, I can get something to eat. Well, we have to wait because I haven't barely eaten anything today. It's funny, whenever you're paying something by card here in Switzerland, it shows the price in the Swiss francs, right? And then at the end it has a question mark. It's like 6 francs for this? This is the smallest train I have ever been in. Разве не звучит как голландский язык? Вот мы здесь. Okay, the information is correct. I have 50 minutes. I was finally able to order food and do some small talk fully in German. This is the bus stop. In each of these bus stops, there were young people. Even this road is paved. I have no idea what it leads to. Seemingly to nowhere. Even this place has a trash can for dog poop. What do you know? I guess I was wrong. We're right at the coordinates now. Alright, we finally made it to the coordinates. Again, it's farmland. Okay, let's see. Okay, so just the next road. Okay. Now that I've spent a little bit of time on both sides of the border, I want to say that this German-speaking part of Switzerland, at least the parts I've been on, look pretty similar to the German part. Nothing that just is too different, except the fact that it just looks more expensive. Everybody looks richer. The buildings, the people. Not by a lot, but to me it's noticeable. But other than that, like the architecture, landscapes, etc., they don't differ that much. Maybe except the fact that the German side was more forested, while The land here is more farmed. Also, another difference I've noticed is that Swiss people in general are more friendlier than Germans. There is like some kind of a stereotype about German people, that they're not very friendly, that they're just that they just want to mind their business, that are willing to help, but need to be giving like straightforward requests. And I think that's so but true, as far for Germany. But for Switzerland, I've noticed that people are friendlier here. But the country I'm from is very similar to Germany in terms of mentality, so to me it's completely normal, and I kind of even like it more that way. That I just found that Google Maps have coverage over this road. What? Why? Okay, let's see. We will be going east towards Liechtenstein and Austria. You know what? I might just pop quickly into Liechtenstein if I ever happen to pass by it. I took a quick look at the accommodation prices in the area of my new course, and they're much cheaper than here in Zurich. So we're gonna catch the same bus that we just took. Yeah, it leaves once every hour, but it took me a while to load new chords because it kept giving me Germany, which is kind of what I wanted because it's so close and it's much cheaper. But I have to go backwards so much because of this bus road that I took. So I decided not to do it. I also got one in Italy, but it was too far away. I can't get there in 5 hours, even by car. So we'll stay in Switzerland for now. So yeah, we basically made a small circle.
Ja, was das geht so alles.
For the first time I've gone to airport but not actually fly. And I don't even know where to go. Where are the trains? Wait, it's a train symbol over there. Maybe I should go there. I still have 50 minutes. No, I don't know where to go. I'm confused. Alright, I made it just in time. But yeah, I decided that I'm gonna stay at Uzwil because there was a hotel and it was a very good deal for Switzerland. It also had a breakfast. So I decided not to let it slip away. And also if there is an open laundry in the area, I can maximize my time that way. My feet have now touched the 47th first level administrative division in the world. This is St. Gallen Canton in Switzerland. So this is my fourth canton out of 26. So there's a public toilet, but I have my own shower, which is the most important thing. That's what the room looks like. Fuck yeah, like this even has breakfast. It's a very good deal. Like even better than some I had in Germany. Also, there was an interesting episode and like out of all the places I've stayed, this one probably has the best view. The only one that has a balcony. Super pleased. But yeah, right now I'm gonna walk around a little bit in this town, Uzwil, and see what it's like. The course for tomorrow will be in some kind of a hiking area. There's gonna be some elevation again. I'm just seeing snow-capped mountains. What? See? Golly. Yeah. A lot of motorcycles in Switzerland. Seems like the Germany's Sunday laws also affect Switzerland because all of the shops are closed and a lot of other places too. And I think there was some talk about it in France as well. I wasn't in France on a Sunday, but so I can't confirm. This place has tram too? No way. One thing I've noticed when I've read some papers and some signs is that in Switzerland, in Swiss German, they don't use the symbol like this symbol, which symbolizes double S. They just write two S's. While in Germany, and as far as I know, Austria, they do. So the Swiss TVs, they show the language of the channels. That's Dutch, German,
But if we go to the next one, it says Italy. Because Switzerland has 4 official languages.